All right, and we're back. Now, with all the hype surrounding Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, there is a lot of unknown. I mean, sure, we know the game will end at the Forgotten Capital. We know Zack and Sephiroth will be much more involved, even playable, and Rebirth will have more of an open world feel. And thank God for that. This game has kept spoilers hidden extremely well, and the more I think about it, we only know what we don't know. The mystery surrounding what will happen in Rebirth is becoming more evident. It seems like Square Enix has finally taken the hint that spoiling the entire game right before launch might not be the best marketing tactic. I think they've done an excellent job at revealing a lot of details, but keeping any big reveals hidden. I fully expect a few changes within Rebirth, but how far will they go with these changes, and do they have it in them to actually alter the story from the original? That is the big question. Are they going to deviate from the original? We still don't know. And when I say deviate from the original, I mean, what will Aerith's fate ultimately be? Will that change? That is the biggest question I have. Will Aerith live? But there are so many other questions that I have. Like, is there really going to be an alternate reality where the majority of the cast actually died? How is that alternate reality going to affect the current one we are playing through? Will these realities intertwine? Why would they do that? Just a lot of questions surrounding how that's going to actually work in Rebirth. I personally do not want them to be jumping back and forth between these two realities. So let's hope this alternate reality is not a big part of Rebirth. But if it is, I pray it ties into the story easily and it's not forced. I get nervous because the original FF7 is an open world game, but the story is pretty linear. There's not a lot of fluff to it, nothing really that confusing, and it even keeps you guessing until the end. I'm worried that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is going to be even more confusing when trying to connect the dots on what's going on exactly. Another thing I'm worried about is if they're gonna throw in characters like Genesis. Genesis, will they be featured in Rebirth? And let's hope not. I don't really. We can do without Genesis, right? So let's hope Genesis is not in there, but I wonder if any other characters will be included in Rebirth. For instance, in Ever Crisis, we meet a character named Glenn. And for some strange reason, I feel like this is Glenn in the Rebirth trailer. Maybe not. Maybe not. But my point is, what characters will be included in Rebirth? Well, we do know we run into Roach again. This guy. I'm also curious to find out all the summons that will be included in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, as we have confirmed a handful, but what else will make the cut? Because there are a lot of summons in the original, and I wonder what they will include. In fact, how many summons are there? Oh, only 16. I thought there were more. But still, 16 summons, that is a lot. And while I don't expect Knights of the Round to make it in Rebirth, I hope to see Hades, or maybe they will put a few new summons in the game. They might. Again, we only know what we don't know. We are a month away from release, and this time around, I'm going to take my sweet time exploring and delving into this world. I pray the story can somehow recapture the magic of the original, but who knows? And by now, I thought we would have had a demo, so it's pretty crazy that they have not dropped the demo, but I do expect a demo soon. I really do. Thank you so much for watching. I have not put out a video lately because there really hasn't been much updates on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm working on a few other videos and a few other ideas, so I appreciate your patience, but I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace. We already know the combat is going to be legit, but if FF7 Rebirth wants to win Game of the Year, it will all depend on the story. Because the story will be the key. The story will be everything.